the universe will balance you out by slapping you across the face in any way it sees fit.
For the rugged. Been a little too nice to y'all. Now I gotta up price for y'all. Snake eyes on dice for y'all. Shoulders on ice for y'all.
Yo, what's going on? My name is Miguel and welcome to the channel. This is your first time here. Basically what I do on this channel is I talk about all things business, self-development related, sales funnels, Facebook ads, and reality transurfing stuff. And in this particular video, I'm going to be talking about a very specific topic within the concept of reality transurfing. Now, if you are unaware of what reality transurfing is, I would definitely suggest you go check out the video I made on that topic, basically explaining what reality transurfing is and how it works and all of that stuff. This is a video that's going to go further in depth with that, but just know that it is basically the law of attraction on steroids. And I say that because this is way more in depth in how it is explained, and it's taught by quantum physicists, so it makes me credit it much more. And it's so specific in how it works and everything that goes along with it. That is why I say it's on steroid. All right, so the topics that I'm going to go in on this video are going to be two different things. One is excess potential. The other is balancing forces. Now, this is probably one of the most important parts of this whole idea of reality transurfing, which is why I'm very excited to be talking about this portion of the book, of the concept of reality transurfing. So, in order to understand excess potential and balancing forces, the first thing you need to make sure you understand is that of pendulums. I've created a video on what pendulums are, how they work, and how to avoid them at all costs. And if you would like to go further in depth on what those are and what that is and how they work and how you can maneuver yourself around the universe around pendulums, then go ahead and check out this video. But a short description of them is that they are energy whose sole purpose of existing is to try and sap your energy away by getting you to attune to your thoughts to the same frequency that that pendulum is at. So think of it like the news, the random groups like movements and stuff, the Me Too movement, anything that's trying to get you to align yourself with something is most likely a pendulum. War is probably the biggest pendulum you could possibly imagine. Something catastrophic happens. A bunch of people attune their thoughts, join in on the war, and then the pendulum does what it does best, which is take people out. And war is like the biggest case where people literally die. So that is what a pendulum is in a very short scope, but definitely check out that video if you would like a much more in-depth understanding of what that is. So now, what I'm going to be talking about specifically is excess potential, which is a sort of subcategory of pendulums. You yourself, you can consider yourself your own little universe, which means you yourself have your own pendulum that you need to watch out for. And if you don't, then you create what is called excess potential. So let's just go ahead and describe what those pendulums are. There's only two of them. One is external importance. The other one is internal importance. Now, what are these? External importance is when you place way too much importance on something that is going on outside of you. A result that you want to happen in your life that you want so badly. The more you like crave something, you want it to happen so badly, the more it pushes away from you, and that is because of a thing called balancing forces. So the universe itself always wants to be in balance. That is why balancing forces exist. That is the other thing that I mentioned. Balancing forces are always trying to check stuff in order to make sure that the universe is sort of operating in a balanced way energetically. And in order to balance it, it needs to do the opposite of whatever it is that's going on, or the universe is basically trying to make everything as easy as it possibly can make it. And in the case of excess potential is going to make sure to basically get rid of it in whichever way it sees fit, like as possible. Okay. So when you need something super badly, like you need this result or you need this outcome, then balancing forces are going to come in and remove that outcome from you in order to get rid of the excess potential. You are putting a lot of external importance on something, so it's going to move its way away from you. That is how balancing forces work. The other way it works is another way in terms of external importance is that if you don't want something to happen, all you're thinking about is, God, I hope I don't get sick. God, I hope I don't get sick. God, I hope I don't get in an accident. God, I hope this thing doesn't happen. Whatever it is that you are focusing all of your energy on, and you are putting external importance on that event or on that outcome, on that thing, then balancing forces are going to check you and basically do everything in its power to make that thing happen to you. This is how balancing forces work. All right. So that is just in the external importance sense. Now, that's external importance. What is internal importance? Internal importance are things which I'm sure you can guess are things going on inside of you. And there are two forms as well when it comes to internal importance. The first one is basically you inflating your own ego. You thinking, I am amazing. I am a badass. Nothing can stop me from being this awesome. I can't believe I am so freaking cool. Balancing forces, in terms of internal importance, think of balancing forces as basically it's like the universe is always just ready to check you at any moment's notice. So if your ego is inflated and you've placed a lot of importance on yourself in terms of you thinking of yourself as some superior entity, the universe will balance you out by slapping you across the face in any way it sees fit. Maybe you'll run into a bunch of people who are constantly berating you and telling you how you are not awesome, and maybe you keep losing friends. Maybe like your girlfriend breaks up with you. Maybe you lose your business or something like that. I've seen people. A very good example of this is there was someone, I'm not going to name names, but someone was making a lot of YouTube videos where he would just talk crap about other YouTubers. I'm sure you guys have seen channels like these. They exist in abundance, but he was one of those YouTube channels. And randomly, like no word of warning, no anything, his YouTube channel got taken down. Boom. YouTube channel gone. That, like, the first thing I thought when I saw that was, boom, there goes balancing forces, there goes a check, and just karma. Like, everything, like, it was just like, I mean, what did you expect? That was balancing forces at work, and that was a result of internal importance. He thought so highly of himself that he was allowed to condemn everyone that he could possibly imagine, and the universe let him, basically the pendulum used him to bring him up, get him as much subscribers as he can possibly imagine, because a pendulum will use you if you are attuned to a certain frequency that allows it to survive. It's bringing more people to you. More and more people are starting to attune to to the frequency of your channel, and then balancing forces came in and slap. Just a huge slap. The universe does not like things to be out of balance, and that was its way of handling that. So that is basically how it works. Now, there's another way that internal importance can basically exist inside of yourself, and that is thinking very low of yourself, assuming that I am just a shy person. I can't do this thing. I'm so anxious. I have social anxiety. This such. Like, it's basically thinking very low of yourself and placing a lot of importance on that negative feeling that you have in yourself. And the way balancing forces will come in this situation is that they will put you in as many situations in order to deal with that as possible. For example, if you hate public speaking and you can't stand the idea of being in front of a giant crowd because you are so wrapped up in how you feel internally, then the universe will constantly put you in situations where you have to talk to multiple people at once. This is how balancing forces work. Now that we understand excess potential on an internal level and an external level, and we understand how balancing forces will come in and wipe you out if you have either one of these importances placed inside of your life, either one of these, if you start placing excess potential inside of the world, how do you navigate the universe without that? Basically, don't place any importance on anything. This is with a caveat. This does not mean don't go out and go after a result. This does not mean don't actually put importance on anything. It just means excess, like way too much importance. It means don't obsess. That is what it means. So you can still wake up early and get work done and set goals and go after things that you want. You can still put effort into relationships that you have. You can still put effort into your physique. You can still do all of these things, but it's about the place that you're coming from. It's literally all about the place that you're coming from. So as you're going through life, as you're setting goals, as you're navigating your way through all of these things, the thing that you want to keep in mind is do not place too much external or internal importance on anything it is that you have going on. Always hold yourself in a humble manner, but acknowledge the fact that you are doing something. One of the points that is constantly made inside of reality transurfing is that in order to get anything manifested into your life, you need to actually take action. It constantly mentions that you cannot manifest anything while you are sitting on your couch. I'm going to talk more about that in a later video, but just keep that in mind. You need to be the one who takes a step forward, and in order to take a step forward, you need to actually know what you want to take a step forward to. You need to know what sort of steps you would like to be taking. All of this stuff actually matters. So you need to take the time to figure out what it is that you want to do, what it is that you want to achieve, all of these things, what it is that you actually care about. These things still do matter, but it's about not obsessing over what it is that you're doing. So think about it like this. If you were walking to the store because you wanted to buy some water, so you're walking to the store because you want to buy a water bottle. As you were walking to the store, you were not obsessing over whether or not the store is going to be open. You may check on your phone real quick, but once you see it's open, boom, and if not, you look for another store. So you were not obsessing over the store being open. You were not obsessing over whether or not the store actually has the stuff that you would like. You were not obsessing over whether or not you were going to trip and fall on the way there. You were not obsessing over any of these things. When you were like, I want to go to the store, because I would like to buy some water, you just get up, walk, go into the store, grab the water, hand the person money, get it, walk back, and boom, you are done. At no point are you placing any internal importance and thinking, man, I am amazing. Look at how I buy this water. Can't nobody buy water like me. I buy water like a G, son. At no point are you thinking any thoughts like this. You are just going about your day and going to get water. At no point are you putting any internal importance on or external importance on the situation. You would like water to hydrate yourself. You go to the store and get it. Maneuver through your entire life with this exact mindset when it comes to everything. It's going to seem a little hard in certain situations, especially when there's a lot at stake when it comes to your career, relationships, maybe moving to a new place. Like there's obviously bigger things where there's a lot more at stake, and it can be a little harder not to place a lot of importance on those situations. But I strongly urge you to always think, how would I feel going through this situation if it was exactly like I was just walking to the store to buy some water? This is how you should feel whenever you are maneuvering through life, and this is how you avoid internal and external importance, and how you avoid balancing forces coming in and the universe giving you one big slap. So thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you got value, I would definitely ask for you to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and if you like the video, go ahead and give it a like. And if there's anything else you would like to learn, any thoughts you have about this topic, go ahead and leave that in the comment section below. Once again, thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and peace.